Guys, welcome to our week 7 video class. We're going to go ahead and jump right in with your technique activities for this week. So starting out, we have our secondary dominant 5-7 of 5 chord progression on page 105, number 8-8 on the bottom. And we're going to be playing this in the keys of F and B. So just a quick reminder, we're going to go through and just do our left hand notes first. We do the first scale degree, the fourth scale degree, the second scale degree, the fifth scale degree, and back to the first. So for the left hand, it's going to be F, B flat, G, C, F. And then we start in our right hand with our chord in a first inversion. Then we step up to a root position, B flat. Then we step our thumb up to have our 5-7 of 5 chord. And then we step back down to do B flat, C, E, back to F in a first inversion. Okay, so focusing on which notes change, which notes stay the same, and the motion between the chords is what's most helpful. And so this is how it'll be all put together. 1, bottom 2, fingers go up to 4, thumb steps up to 5-7 of 5, then you step back down to 5-7, then back down to 1. Great, now we're going to do it in B flat. So our left hand notes are going to be B, E flat, C, F, B flat. And we're going to start with our right hand in a B first inversion chord, then step up to an E flat, then step thumb up so that we're on E natural, G, B flat, then step down for E flat, F, A, back down to our B flat first inversion chord. So here's how that will go all together. Bottom fingers up to 4, then thumb goes up 5-7 of 5, then you come back down for 5-7, then back down to 1. Perfect. Then the next thing that we have is your triads and inversions, and that's exercise number 5 on page 28. And so we're going to be doing that in F major and F minor. So that's basically where we're just doing playing our broken chords and inversions going up and then going back down in our major key and then the parallel minor. So we're just going to go ahead and do this one, and I'll say the inversions as we go. 1, ready, go. Root position, first inversion, second inversion, root position and chord, back down, root position, second inversion, first inversion, root position and chord. Now we do the exact same thing but with A flats in the middle. Root position, first inversion, second inversion, root position and chord, back down, root position, second inversion, first inversion, root position and chord. Fabulous. So with all of those exercises, the technique exercises on any week, if you feel like you need a little bit more time to practice those, go through and just figure out what the note names are. If you feel like you're struggling at all with that, just break it down, do everything hand separately first, go through and say the note names or say the finger numbers. It's totally fine to break those down also and practice those in small steps, small segments until you feel like you can get it right all together. So then we'll go ahead and jump into our unit for this week. So basically we're learning about secondary chords. So we learned about our primary chords, which is our 1 chord, our 4 chord, and our 5 chord or 5-7. And so now we're learning about the 2 chord, the 3 chord, and the 6 chord. So that is our supertonic, our mediant, and our submediant. So each of these pages, it's a little bit of a different structure. Each page has a reading and a harmonization. So we have one for the 2 chord, one for the 3 chord, and one for the 6 chord over here. So just a little bit different instead of having like a selection of the the readings and harmonizations. So what we're going to go ahead and do is play through each page, and then you'll notice that for the 2-chord pages, they have transpositions, and then for the 6-chord pages, they have transpositions, but not for the 3-chord. That's because the 3-chord one is just a little bit harder to do. So that's the example. You can do that one if you want something that's a little bit more of a challenge. You can try the transpositions for the ones with the 3-chord. That would be a little bit more of a challenging option, would be to try those with the transposition, but go ahead and practice both of those in the original key anyways, and then choose which ones you want to turn in with the transposition for your video. So you'll choose either page 78, page 79, or page 80 to do. And I'll go ahead and just demonstrate all 3 pages with the transpositions that they suggest, and I just won't show a transposition for the page with a 3-chord. So for each of the sight readings and harmonizations, what I would recommend is that you go through and do the practice procedure that we've done several times, where you play through the right hand alone, then the left hand alone, then together, then play each hand separately transposed, and then transposed together. So that would be the practice steps that I would personally do, and I would suggest that you do as well. I'm not going to demonstrate all the practice steps for any of these because I want to make sure that I'm able to demonstrate each of the examples that we have, because they're all kind of going over sort of like a different idea. I don't want to just go over the ones for the 2-chord. I want to make sure that we get through all of them. So I won't demonstrate each of the practice steps, but I'll just go through and give you an example, and then you can choose the ones that you want to practice and use those actual practice steps fully the way through. So here we go. Here is on page 78, our reading exercise, originally in G, and then we'll transpose to A. 1 and 2, ready, go. Now we're going to step up. Is it an A? And then here we have our harmonization, When Love is Kind, and I will call out the chords as we go through. So your choices for this one are 1, 5, 7, and 2. And for this one, you're going to do a waltz accompaniment pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So here it is in the original key. Here we go. 1, 1, 5, 7, 1. 2, 5, 7, 1, 1, 2, 5, 7, 1, 1, 2, 5, 7. Perfect. And then here we go in C major. 1, ready, go. 5, 7, 1, 2, 5, 7, 1, 2, 5, 7, 1, 5, 7, 1. Great. Now here we go over to the next page where we have our 3-chord demonstrated in the first reading exercise and then also the harmonization. So here is the reading exercise. 1 and 2, ready, go. Perfect. And so that's that. And then we will go ahead and do the harmonization. So here is the harmonization, and I'm going to call out the chords as we go. This one is a little bit more advanced because we have 4 different chord options instead of 1. So I would definitely recommend practicing just the left hand alone on this one several times to make sure that you can get that just right. So here we go. 1, 5, 7, 1. 5, 7, 1, 3, 4, 6, 4, 1, 5, 7, 1. So again, they don't suggest any transpositions for this page. So if you wanted to do a more challenging exercise for this week, you could do either of these, the reading and the harmonization for this one, and try doing some transpositions to any key of your choice. And then we will go ahead and take a look at the next page, which is working on our 6th chord. And here we have the first reading exercise, and this one is in F major. We've got a lot of chord-like structures with our right hand in this one, and then I'll go ahead and play this in the original key and then transpose to G. That one is really pretty. Everyone really likes that one. That one sounds like a pop song. So here we go with both in G major. Wonderful. Now here is our harmonization exercise. We've got pop chord symbols for this one. So I would definitely go through and just play your chords out loud, and then we'll add both hands together, and I'll demonstrate both hands. 1, 2, ready, go. We'll step up to F major. Watch for the F sharp. There you have it. So those are, you'll choose one of those pages. So either 78, 79, or 80, and do the reading activity and the harmonization that they have listed there for you, and with the transposition. And then we will go ahead and move right along to page 82 and 83. So these have several chord progressions listed for you to practice that incorporate the different chords that we have been talking about today. So I'll just go ahead and play through these chord progressions for you really quickly so that you can hear them, and then you can go ahead and give each of these a try in the other keys that they have listed. But here we have the first one, our 1, 2, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. 2, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. In F major. 1, 2, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. And now in G. 1, 2, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. And back to C. 1, 2, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. And then here's there's a little technique activity at the bottom that incorporates those same chords. So then on the second page, on page 83, we have the 1, 6, 4, 2, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1 chord progression. And I'll go ahead and play this for you, and then you can try it out in the following keys that they have listed on the page for you. 1, 6, 4, 2, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. Now in F, 1, 6, 4, 2, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. Now up to G, 1, 6, 4, 2, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. Now down to C, 1, 6, 4, 2, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. And then a little technique activity at the bottom here. Similar chords. And then you can try those, both of those technique activities at the bottom of the page, transposing those to some other keys as well. So then we'll go ahead and take a look at page 84, which is our solo rep, our minuet in C major by Scarlatti. So I'm going to go ahead and play through just the left hand alone for you, saying the finger numbers out loud, and then I'll play through just the right hand alone, saying the finger numbers out loud. 1, ready, go. 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, jump. 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 5, 2, 1, 5, 3 flat, 5, 4, 3 natural, 2 sharp, 4, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, jump, 1, 5, 3, 1, cross, 2, flat, 4, jump, 2, 1, 1, 4, jump, 1, 5, 5, 3, 1, cross, 2, 1, 5, 3. So go ahead and definitely give that one a try. Hands separately several times. You can definitely do it a lot slower than that, playing just through the left hand alone. I would say that the second half is much more difficult than the first half. We've got a lot more kind of like crosses, accidentals, and kind of interesting finger patterns going on in the second half. So maybe give the first half a try a couple of times and then focus a majority of your attention on the second half. And then here we go with the right hand alone, saying the finger numbers out loud. 1, ready, go. 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. 3, 2, 1, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 4. 3, 5, 1. 1, 2, 4. 3, 5, 1. 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 1, 3, 2, trill, 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5, jump. 1, 3, 5, jump. 1, 2, 5, jump. 1, 2, 5, jump. 1, 3, 5, jump. 1, 2, 5, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. Great. So then I'll go ahead and play this both hands together. Definitely take your time practicing hands separately on this one and practicing in small sections. Remember, you don't ever have to play the solo rep until the exam, so take your time practicing and don't rush through the steps. So I'll go ahead and play this one from the beginning, including the repeats this time. 1, ready, go. Repeat. See, F sharp, E flat, F sharp, E flat, E flat, and repeat. F sharp, E flat, F sharp, F sharp, E flat, E flat, Great job. Very, very nice. So we are going to go ahead and take a look at the next page, which is lullaby and pomp and circumstance. So for this one, we're doing transposing instrument, which is E alto saxophone. So this instrument plays a major sixth below the written note. So when you see a C written, you play E flat, the E flat below. So if this C is written, you play this E flat. So it's a major sixth lower. So for lullaby, if it looks like we're starting on an E, what are we actually going to start on? It's going to be a G. So we're starting on the E flat, or the G above middle C, because we have that E written, so we're going a major sixth down. And we're adding our 3 flats, so remembering our B flats, A flats, and E flats. Here we go. Stepping up, repeat, step down, stepping up, repeat, stepping up, stepping down, step up, 5th down, back to G, stepping up, repeat, step down, stepping up, stepping down, leave a 5th, skip, 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 step down, skip down, skip down, skip down. So the easiest way to read these is to, I'm going to give you a tip that's going to change your life. It just looks like it's bass clef. if you read it in bass clef, it's the correct notes. So if you think about this starting on a B, you just have to add the correct octave and the correct key signature. And if you do that, it's so much easier than trying to just focus on the initial, the conversion of every single note. So let's go ahead and take a look at Pomp and Circumstance. So this one is going to be played in a B flat key signature. And we're going to be starting on the B flat that's above middle C. But if we just read our left-hand part like it is bass clef, it's going to make it so much easier. So let's just go ahead and give this a try. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Stepping up, fourth, down, step, down, E flat, stepping up, fourth, down, hold it, stepping up, E natural, skip, up, leap, down, step down, and repeat, stepping up, fourth, down, step, down, and stepping up, fourth, down, hold it, stepping up, leap, down, second ending. Great, so there you go. So you're going to choose one of those to do for your assignment this week. And so you're going to choose either Lullaby or Pomp and Circumstance to turn in to play in concert pitch. So let's go ahead and go take a look at the vocal accompaniment on page 86. So this is pretty similar to just our two-hand accompaniment exercises. So what we're going to do for this one is I'm just going to play through the vocal accompaniment part for you, the accompaniment that you will play. And then I will play through the vocal line so that you can play along with that. And just like with the two-hand accompaniments, I would try it playing the accompaniment along with the melody and then playing the melody along with the accompaniment. And that will give you a really great opportunity to practice both of those things. So here we go with this one, and I'll go ahead and say the chords out loud while we play the accompaniment. C, D minor, G, G, C, C, D minor, G, C, still on C, D minor, G, C. Great. And then I'll go ahead and play the vocal part for you. And I'll count through all of those measures of rest at the beginning. Ready, go. Rest, 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 rest. So I like to play the little notes an octave up. That's just what I like to do. If you play the melody along with the accompaniment part, you can skip those little notes or you can just play them in the same octave. It doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and try out the choral score reading parts that we have on the page 87. So for this, both of these are choral scores. We have a soprano and then a tenor and a bass. And the thing to remember is that the tenor transposes down one octave. So what my suggestion would be to go through and practice each part hand separately. So try just the soprano and then just the tenor alone, and then try them together. And these we're gonna play with right hand and left hand. So it's gonna be two hands instead of one hand like a lot of our previous accompaniments have been. So I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate Song of Joy and then Pirate's Life. For Pirate's Life, you'll wanna also notate the unisons. So noticing where you have unison notes between the bass part and the tenor part, or the baritone part and the tenor part. So there'll be a few more, those will be a lot closer together than the tenor part and the soprano part. So let's go ahead and try the first one. So the soprano is starting on the C above middle C, and because the tenor transposes down one octave, it's starting on the C below middle C. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. This is a trickier part here. That one's very straightforward, pretty easy because the hands have a good space between them, but that last line is a little bit trickier than the first line, so just be careful there. Now here we go with the Pirate's Life. We're in F major here, so remember we'll have our B flats, and we're starting on a unison. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Perfect. So once again, with that one, definitely give it a try with the right hand, then left hand, and then trying both parts together. So that is, you'll choose one of those to also turn in for your video assignment this week. So all in total, you'll turn in your technique activities, choose one of the pages that has the harmonization and sight reading, one of the transposing melodies, and either one of these choral score readings, and that will be your assignment for this week. So let me know if you have any questions or need any help. Happy practicing, and see you next time.